Hello, everybody. Today is another day when we're going to speak about the Mahavidya goddesses. One of the most passionate subjects that I enjoy talking about. The Mahavidya goddesses are basically goddesses that are within us. So each part, they are known as wisdom goddesses. So last week I spoke a bit about Kali, Chinnamasta, Tripura Sundari. Today we're going to go step by step where each of the goddesses are and what they mean to us. Now the last one, or the first one, is the crown chakra. We won't talk to her about her until we have done all the others. Then we have a goddess known as Matangi. She's the ninth goddess in the order of the Mahavidya goddesses. But she is the most important in terms of your mind, your spoken word. So she controls how you think, how you articulate yourself, and how you actually go about expressing yourself. This is everyone that wants to be a tantric teacher or aspires to be a tantric teacher should learn this mantra. The mantra is very simple. Basically, you want to do the sound Om and Aim. Aim is the sound for Matangi. It gives power to Om. So that both the sounds got to go together, and you have to focus on their sound so that they resonate within your being. You go Om. Then you go Aim. So when you do the Om and you do the Aim, the sound resonates within your third eye and your throat chakra. So what happened is this: as you focus on her mantra, you find that the throat chakra would become more and more powerful. So, her mantra is a lot longer than Om and Aim, but they are the important things that you have to remember. That when you say Om and Aim, what you feel. Then I have, the normal mantra is Om, Hrim, Aim, Shrim, Namo Bhagavati Maheshwari. Sorry. I've gone into the wrong. I haven't said this mantra for a long time. Om, Hrim, Aim, Shrim, Namo Bhagavati Maheshwari. Sorry. I'm going to Annapurni instead of going to Matangi. Because Matangi mantra I have not done for a long time. Because I'll do the second version of Matangi mantra, that what I feel is more powerful than what the origin, what is popular among most people. Aim, Hrim, Aim, Shrim, Sri Matangeshwari Swaha. Aim, Shri Matangi Swaha. Now the longer version of a mantra is what is popular in most of the tantric world. Is Kareem Aim Shreem Namo Bhagavati Yutesha Chandali Sri Matangeshwari Sarvajanava Shankari Swaha Om Hrim Aim Shreem Namo Bhagavati Yutesha Chandali Sri Matangeshwari Sarvajanava Shankari Swaha. So when you do her mantra, the long one, you find that you get into the singing tone whether you like it or not. But the short one, you really feel the mantras. Okay? Now, when you feel the mantras, when you do the mantras, you have to focus on where the sound travels to. So as I said to you, Matangi has to be in your third eye and your throat chakra. Basically, her focus is mainly on the third chakra, but I like to see her mantra also being done in the third eye, because wisdom comes from the third eye, not just from the throat chakra, because throat chakra is to articulate what the wisdom is. So you need both of them. And as long as you remember this, that the O has to be short and the M has to be long, the AI has to be short and the M has to be very long. So what happens is this: when you do that, the energy goes towards your third eye, but also resonates in your throat chakra. Okay, so remember that Matangi she's an aspect of Saraswati. A lot of people know Saraswati compared to knowing her as Matangi. And the other important factor is this: her Bija mantra, Aim, is also for Mercury. Okay, so Mercury also gives you the power to articulate. And the ability to materialize resources. So the factor of the mind, the resources, and the connection between your articulation and your wisdom. Now, the second chakra is the heart chakra, which a lot of the goddesses are in. In the second chakra, you have, or the heart chakra, sorry, you have Mother Kali, Dhumavati, Chinnamasta. So you have three of them also resonating in your third eye, in your heart chakra. But again, now we have to go back into considering that Mother Kali is also your throat chakra, also your heart chakra. She goes between the throat chakra, heart chakra, and her mantra goes to the navel chakra. So when you do Kali, you focus on the three. When you do Chinnamasta, you focus on Ida, Pingala, and the passion of feeling them both, the expressive level of passion. So even though she's not just on the on the heart chakra, she's also in the base chakra, she's also in the second chakra, and she's also in the third chakra, and she's also in the third eye. Because the Ida and Pingala and Swasumna meets at the third eye. So Chinnamasta plays a very important role in our life. So when we do a mantra, we have to focus not only on the heart chakra, but the left side of your body, the right side of your body, and the center. And then bring everything up to the third eye. So when you do Chinnamasta, you go Shri Hrim Krim Aim Vajravairochini Hum Pat Swaha. So when you do that Hum Pat Swaha, you have to focus on slaying your head, which means not cutting your head off, as the images show in all the tantric pictures of her, but to get rid of the ego. It's because your rajas, tamas, and sattvic quality is controlled by the condition of your ego. So if your ego is not, it's in control of you more than your soul, you find that your left side, your feminine, will be more emotional, your masculine would be more aggressive. So now to bring this to the emotional and the aggressive to a nice harmonious balance, you have to energize them. So the more the center, this areas of your body is blocked, the nadis are blocked, the negative qualities become stronger. When you open the nadis, when you clear the nadis, then you find that the positive qualities of these deities become more prominent, like the bija mantras, they become stronger. So you have to focus on making sure that the sound travels. I'll do the Chinnamasta mantra again, and then we go back to Kali. And then we go to Bhuvaneshwari. Now, when you do Chinnamasta, remember, it's about removing, letting the energy blow, like Shreem should go through the left side of your body, left side of your spine, Hreem to the right side, and Kreem to the center. Now here again, I choose Hreem and a Kreem instead of Hreem, because you get the normal text by people like Johari, Atavalon, not Atavalon, sorry, Frawley, and so forth. You find that they do the Hreem, I'm. Whereas I prefer doing Shreem, Kreem, I'm. Shreem, Hreem, Kreem, I'm. Vajravairochini Hum Pat Swaha. So in the level that you do that hum pat is important, because when you take the sound with the I'm all to the third eye, you keep focusing on the third eye where you do the hum and hum pat swaha. Then we come to, even though I've done Kali mantra a few times, we'll do Kali mantra again so that it'll remind you where the focus is. Every time you hear me speak about Kali, you have to remember that focus. The skulls that she has around her neck. Okay, in some teaching they say 51, in some teaching they say 108. So I would prefer to think about 108 because this is Kali Yuga. We have gone a lot more crazier than the other periods of other yugas. This yuga is the worst of it is known as the dark age. And the goddess that would help us in this dark age is Mother Kali. That's nothing to do with the yuga's name, because Kali is also dark. She brings us from darkness into the light. So in Kali Yuga, it's very important that we work towards walking in the light. To do that, we need her mantra. If you can do it as many times as you like, the better it is. So when you do the cream, 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 you want that resonance, the strength in your throat chakra going down to your heart chakra. When you do hreem, it's through the heart chakra. When you do hum, you want it to go to the navel chakra. So you move your stomach. So you feel the pressure in your navel, and eventually you direct the sound to the navel. So you go, Kareem, 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 hum, hum, Dakshani Kalike, Kareem, 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 hum, hum, Swaha. Now, the next goddess you want in the heart is Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari, the mantra is very, very simple. Those who want to do, they can do just the word sound Kareem. Or the way I do it is that I put wisdom, inner prosperity, and love together. So I go this way. The mantra goes this way. Harim Shrim Harim Aim Bhuvaneshwari Swaha. Now all the sounds resonate in Maha Chakra. Okay, not so much in the throat or any other area. Harim Shrim Harim Aim Bhuvaneshwari Swaha. That way you also activate the heart chakra in doing a mantra in that manner. Then I forgot to mention that Kamalamika also can be worshipped at the heart chakra. Her mantra is also very simple. Her bija mantra is Shrim. But here you want to add the Hrim and the Aim to it as well. So you give the element of inner prosperity, love, and wisdom together, because they all work together. They can't work separately, because if you don't have the wisdom, you wouldn't do them. You wouldn't keep doing the mantras, because the motivation is not there. If you don't have the love for yourself, you wouldn't do mantras either. So to gain inner prosperity, now don't get mistaken when every time you see a picture, when they talk about prosperity for Lakshmi, they talk about money. God doesn't come giving you money, because if that's the case, every Hindu that goes to the temple and pray to Lakshmi should be a millionaire. But it's not so. There are a lot of beggars that go to Lakshmi temple. If you go there, you'll find that not everybody is rich. But there is joy in a lot of their hearts, because they feel good within themselves. That's inner prosperity. So what you want to do is bring your inner smile up. You want to bring your passion up. You want to feel the essence of love in yourself. And for that, you need to feel good. You need inner prosperity. Even if you're thinking of doing business or making a living, when you have that energy within you, that energy attracts funds towards you. Not your brains, not how much idea you have. You can be the most brilliant person, without inner prosperity, you're not going to go anywhere. That's why there's a lot of brilliant people who are never rich. And there are a lot of people who are not that brilliant, are very rich. So the inner sense of that positive attitude of I am good, I am divine, I am beautiful. That feeling that I am the embodiment of divine love. I am the embodiment of divine love. You have to feel that you are the embodiment of divine love. And for that, you need Kamalamika also in the picture. So you go, Shrim, Harim, Shrim, Aim, Kamalamika Swaha. So the question is, when you're doing it, if you listen to me carefully, you find that the Harim and the Shrim, I only do it to a certain length. The SHRI and HRI, and then the M a lot more. Because when you do say if you do Shrim, then the sound goes to the navel. So it's not that you're going to express your love through your navel, even though it is where that feeling of love comes from. The feeling of love does not come from your heart. The expression of love comes from your heart. Because if you remember when you first fell in love, you find you find butterflies in your stomach. For some of you, that butterflies will still keep coming up every time you fall in love. Because in the modern world, we are lopsided. We get into a relationship, we get into bed with someone to find out if we can love each other. Because when you do that, the chances of loving each other become slim. I've known many people when I've been working. Some people have gone out with each other for 10 years. But they've lived separately, they've lived independently. The minute they got married and they had a child, they end up divorcing each other. Because they realized that what they were doing is similar to going to a prostitute. Sorry for my language. Sorry for saying that. Because basically you go because it's free. when you're committed, there's no more freedom there. There's two has become one, a need to become one. But what happened is this, when you're committed and you still remain two separate people, separate ideas, separate needs, separate everything. And what are you holding in common? Nothing. Then what happens is this, within a year or two, you divorce. And the ones who stay married, they stay married because they have to stay married. They have a child, or they have various reasons. Or they bought a house together and they don't want to end up not having a house. So they don't want to separate because they got to divide everything they have. So you don't want to be, a true tantric would never become that. So you don't try to see whether you can love someone by moving in with someone or having them in your bed. You have to first be with them for a while to realize that connection you have, whether you really have something in common, whether you both have the same journey. You know, if you're on a spiritual journey and the other person's not on a spiritual journey, believe me or not, on the long run, it'll be a separation. Or you give up your spirituality. Bit by bit, it'll take away. So what you're doing is just, you get into a relationship to become disempowered, rather than a relationship that actually takes you into different heights. This I like to remind men who listen to this video, that is the reality. If you don't support the woman you're with, you're never going to enjoy her true powers. Between men and women, women are more powerful spiritually. Spiritually, their body is more, in my experience, they can experience Kundalini awakening a lot more easier than men. If they can do it within, say, 30 days with me, a man would take about a year. So that's the difference between a man and a woman, in a 12 months difference. So the easiest way is first work on helping your partner realize her dreams, her power, her spiritual powers. Then she will take you along and help you realize yours as well. So otherwise you find that the relationship becomes redundant. So you don't want to get to that stage where at the age of 30 or 40, look around you and think. Think very carefully. How many women in their 40s and their 50s are alone now? Or looking for new lovers still? That is because we got the wrong end. We decide to go to bed first to find out whether they love us. It's like buying love. You can never buy love. Love is something which is free-flowing. Okay, let's get back into doing Kamalamika mantra so that we don't go into that area of need. As long as you need love, you're never going to get it. Unless you are love, can you experience love? It's not about what others can give you, but what you can do with others. What you can offer others is more important. Through the offering, you will receive. Through the needing, you're never going to receive anything but pain. So let Kamalamika help you go beyond that pain. Shrim Hrim, Shrim, Aim, Kamalamika Swaha, Shrim, Hrim, Shrim, Aim, Kamalamika Swaha, Shrim, Hrim, Shrim, Aim, Kamalamika Swaha. So here you feel the energy of love and the energy of inner peace, and also wisdom that goes with it. You need wisdom all the time to invoke this energy within you. Then, as far as the navel is concerned, you have again the energy of Kali, the hum of Kali. And then you go to the second chakra, where you talk about Bhairavi. Now, in Bhairavi's mantra, I like to do the Kamalamika Bala Tripura Sundari mantra, or consider her more as Tripura Sundari rather than just, Tripura Bhairavi rather than just Bhairavi. So here I go. I'm clean. So Tripura Bhairavi Swaha. So when I do the Om and Aim, I focus on the third eye, and when I do the Kleem, I take it down to the second chakra. And when I do the Sau, I do it between the navel and the second chakra. But feeling the resonance also coming all the way up to the third eye. So I go I'm clean. Sau Tripura Bhairavi Swaha. I'm clean. So Tripura Bhairavi Swaha. So when I do the Kleem and Sau, Kleem I feel in my second chakra, and Sau I feel it in my navel, but going down to the second chakra, and then going up as well. So it sort of expands from the navel upwards and downwards. So you have to train your voice to do the same thing, because then you will feel the energy within the second chakra. Now you can go, then you're thinking in terms of the base chakra, which is again Kali. So the sound Kleem can be at the base chakra, work for the base chakra, or it can be for the throat, heart, and navel. Now we come to a very important goddess. We go back to the heart chakra again, And we think of Dhumavati. You need love to go, the power of love, to go beyond the darkness, beyond the smoke, the cloud, the Maya within us. When we love ourselves, we go beyond the Maya. Then we go this way. Now with her, the Dhum is a bija mantra. But the Dhum has to go from the heart all over the body. Dhum. Dhum. Dhumavati swaha. Dhum. Dhum. Dhumavati swaha. Dhum. Dhum. Dhumavati swaha. When you feel her, you got to feel it from your throat, your heart, all the way. When you do the when you do the Om, and when you do the Dhum, you have to feel the energy permeating every cell in your body. Because her energy has to move into every part of your body and get rid of the clouds. Because we create a lot of clouds inside our being because of our emotion, because of our way we articulate. And then we come back to our throat chakra again, which is to do with speech, the power of speech. Then we think in terms of Baglamukhi. Okay, there is a long version of Baglamukhi, or you can do only a bija mantra. Okay, you can do the Elrim Baglamukhi Sarvadushyanam Vacham Muham Padam Stambaya Jivam Kilaya Buddhim Vinaya Elrim Swaha. Okay, that one's a bit where you have to sing a lot. I don't know how to get her tone. I'm good in bija mantras, but not in doing long mantras because I get into that feeling of wanting to sing along. Because that's what her mantra does to me. Ilrim Baglamukhi Sarvadushyanam Vacham Muham Padam Stambaya Jivam Kilaya Buddhim Vinaya Ilrim Swaha. That way, or you can just do Ilrim Baglamukhi Swaha. But you do more of the mantra than less. So instead of doing Ilrim, doing the whole mantra where you do a smaller number in a day, you do the bija mantra with her name. Basically, you're still, her power is to stop the speech, comes from the HL, the La in the mantra. The L is the one that stops speech. So if you're going to a court case or a divorce case, because a lot of people get divorced, you go and you do this mantra every day, and you find that the opposite lawyer wouldn't have the type of words to win the case. So you'll end up winning the case. Only if you are truthful to yourself and you're not in the wrong. Don't go and murder someone and then say, okay, I'm going to do Baglamukhi mantra and get away with it. But the other type of thing is just when you're in public world, you have a lot of people wanting to talk bad about you. Not because there's anything to talk about, just that they don't like to see that they are less than you. So that will also stop people from doing so. It takes away, when you focus on the mantra and you focus that it has to stop someone from talking nonsense about you. It'll happen. I've used it only once. For my brother, when he was going through a divorce case, because his ex-wife she was more interested in the money rather than the kids or the wellness of the kids. So I had to do the mantra. Otherwise, I just do it to give the power to my words. Okay, the mantra Hilrim gives power to stop things. Okay, you want to stop, or gives you the power to articulate yourself. So if you find that in all of this, you find a lot of the goddesses are in the throat chakra. Okay? She also gets rid of fear, doubt, worries, the ego. And she also paralyzes the external people who think of harming you. So she's a good goddess to worship regularly. Now I like, if anyone has questions, please do ask. Because a lot of time people ask me questions after I said, okay, good night. So if you have any questions, please do ask. And I'll put my glasses on to read what comments. Looks like everybody understands everything I've said so far, right? Okay, and if you all have any questions, okay, this video will also be posted in Vimeo and also in YouTube. So if you have any questions, you can write to me on YouTube and I'll answer it there. I like the questions to be asked on comments rather than writing me a personal message asking me, unless it's a very personal question. But when it's a common question, please do it on the on YouTube or here. So everybody, thank you for being here. Namaste or Vanakkam.